3 days without Yin's presence changed Jungkook. He became frequently irritable and vague in his discontent. He easily got angry over the slightest mistake made by his employees. His mood was consistently sour. Even, for some reason, he hadn't yet sought a new secretary to replace her. Deep down, he believed that Yin would come back to work at the office. But, of course, that didn't happen because Yin had indeed resigned, not taken sick leave. The doorbell of Yin's apartment rang. The girl was sitting on the sofa watching her favorite Webflix series. She hugged a bag of potato chips. Yin was wearing shorts paired with a tight white tank top, her hair tied up casually, the typical style of Yin when she was at her apartment. She wanted to relax a bit before getting busy looking for a job. Who could be visiting at this time of night? Yin glanced at the wall clock. It was midnight. She wanted to check through the intercom, but it was broken and hadn't been fixed yet. Finally, Yin slowly opened the door. Yin was surprised when she opened the door and found Jungkook standing there. Jungkook smiled at her, his body swaying slightly. "Sir, why are you here? Are you drunk?" Yin caught a whiff of alcohol from his breath. "Hey, Yin. How are you? Have you recovered? Are you still sick?" Yin guided Jungkook and seated her boss on the sofa. She was confused. What should she do? Take him home? But she didn't even know Jungkook's address. Plus, it was already very late at night. Now Yin was just standing next to the sofa. She winced as she saw Jungkook, who was truly weak, leaning on his sofa. Suddenly, Jungkook sat up straight. His large hands gently grasped Yin's small hand. Yin flinched, wanting to pull away, but Jungkook held her. Then, with one strong pull, Yin found herself sitting on his lap. Her eyes widened in shock, while Jungkook's melancholic eyes looked at her softly. Forgive me for not trusting you. Actually, I just want to be with you always. I love you." Jungkook's confession froze her. Despite being drunk, those words made her heart beat faster. Before Yin could respond, Jungkook intensely kissed her lips. Yin resisted. She did love Jungkook, but she didn't want him to do this to her while he was drunk like this. What if tomorrow morning Jungkook didn't remember anything? It would be painful for her. "Please, forgive me. Don't apply for a job elsewhere." After saying that, Jungkook finally passed out on top of her unconscious. Yin could finally breathe a sigh of relief. Now she tried to regulate her breathing. Slowly, she shifted her body so that Jungkook could lie on the sofa. Then, Yin stood up. She observed Jungkook from head to toe, taking off his shoes and socks, and slowly loosening his belt. She went into her room, grabbed a pillow and a blanket, positioned the pillow under Jungkook's head, and covered him up. Such a hassle. Yin grumbled irritably, but she also smiled a little. Aren't words spoken when drunk? The truth? Of course, she was very pleased to hear his confession. The next morning, Jungkook's eyes slowly opened, blinking as he adjusted to the incoming light. He held his head, still throbbing slightly. Must be the hangover from last night, he thought. The scent of lavender wafted into his nose, making him feel more comfortable. Looking around, he saw Yin asleep on the sofa. He winced, knowing Yin would likely be sore from sleeping in such a position. "So this is Yin's apartment? I got drunk and came here?" Vaguely recalling the events of last night, he smiled faintly. Jungkook's movements woke Yin up. Her sleepy face made Jungkook chuckle softly. She looked adorable and very beautiful. He was used to seeing Yin dressed formally with makeup on her face. Now, seeing her natural beauty and casual clothes, he was even more captivated. "Good morning, sir. Are you feeling better?" Yin got up and walked to the dining table, taking a sip of water. Then she brought a glass of water to him. "Drink this. It'll help with the hangover." "Thank you. Aren't you going to the office?" Jungkook looked at the clock. It was already 8 o'clock. "I'll take the day off today." "Why?" Yin frowned, knowing her boss was a workaholic. "I don't feel like going to the office. I want to stay here longer." Jungkook gazed into her serene eyes. Her cheeks turned red uncontrollably. Now Yin felt a bit awkward. Then I'll make soup to make you feel better." Yin intended to escape from this awkward situation, but Yin diligently made soup. She was quite skilled at cooking. She jumped when a hand wrapped around her waist. Jungkook's face was now at the nape of her neck, inhaling her intoxicating scent. "Sir, you. Don't call me that. This isn't the office besides. I'm not your boss anymore." Yin felt nervous, her heart pounding fast. She wasn't sure how to react. "Let's just leave it like this for now. I've missed you, you know?" Her body stiffened. She felt a shiver down her spine. What's going on with him? Has he remembered what happened last night? Why is your heart beating so fast? Yin remained silent, too afraid to move. Jungkook's hand reached out, turning off the stove. When he saw that the soup was ready, still holding Yin tightly from behind, Jungkook released his embrace, gently turning Yin around to face him. Even though I was drunk, I didn't forget what I said last night. I meant it. I love you. I'm sorry if I've made things difficult for you lately, always coming home late. I did it because I wanted to spend more time with you. I wanted to get closer to you. I apologize for being too proud to confess my feelings, for not trusting you, for letting my anger out on you. Jungkook spoke with deep regret, looking directly into Yin's beautiful eyes. But I truly care for you, Yin. I love you deeply. Yin's eyes welled up with tears. She was holding back her emotions to prevent them from falling. There was a mixture of relief and happiness within her. She couldn't deny her feelings anymore. She also loved Jungkook. Despite being annoying at times, Yin had long been captivated by this man's charm. She was afraid to admit it because of their different social statuses. Jungkook gently wiped Yin's cheeks and then kissed her closed eyes. Yin closed her eyes, enjoying Jungkook's sweet gestures. So, will you be my girlfriend? You don't need to worry about our social status. You are the one I choose. I'm sure my family will be happy to meet you. I know them well. Yin lightly punched Jungkook's chest. Yes, I will. Yin nodded, her heart overflowing with happiness. Jungkook smiled upon hearing her answer. He gently kissed Yin's forehead, then moved down to her nose, both cheeks, and finally softly kissed her pink lips. How about we continue from last night? Yin widened her eyes and immediately pinched his waist hard. Jungkook chuckled. A few seconds later, he lifted Yin and carried her to her bedroom. Jungkook gently laid Yin on the bed, and a few seconds later, he carefully positioned himself on top of her, kissing her softly. Yin responded and her fingers began to caress his hair. Finally, their interrupted activity from last night continued into the morning. The bedroom now felt more alive, with the audible sound of their breaths. Even though the air conditioner was on, the bedroom felt incredibly warm. 1 hour later, please come back to the office. You have no idea how crazy I've been these past few days without you. Why don't you find a replacement for me? I don't want to. I just want you. Alright, I'll go back to work. What's my schedule today, baby? Aren't we at the office? Why are you calling me that? It's just us, no one else. Today you have a meeting from 9 to 11 with the board of directors. Then at 12, there's a meeting with a client at the Korean restaurant Gaku with Mr. Lee. Then, there's a meeting with the production and marketing department regarding next month's new product. Okay, alright, come here. He gently pats his thigh, smiling sweetly at her, who hesitantly approaches and sits sideways on his lap. He immediately wraps his arms around her, kissing her cheek. They both remain silent, with no intention of starting a conversation. Are you tired of being my secretary? Do you need me to bring in someone to help with your workload? Honestly, yes. I've been facing some difficulties in preparing all the administrative files. My desk is always piled with untouched papers because I have to accompany you everywhere. Alright, I'll bring in someone to help with your work. Do you prefer a man or a woman? Why are you asking that? If it's a woman, will you get jealous? And if it's a man, will you feel comfortable working with him? Yin thought for a moment before smiling. Well, since you're giving me the choice, I'd prefer a man. Why? If it's a woman, I'm afraid she'll become my competition, or even steal you away from me. And what if a man becomes interested in you? He won't stand a chance against you. He'll definitely lose. Alright, I'll choose a male employee whom I think is suitable to assist you, but he'll only help you with administrative tasks. You'll still be the one accompanying me everywhere. Okay. Jungkook then leans forward and kisses his girlfriend. She responds and they share an intense kiss for a moment before Yin breaks it off. Why? We're at the office. I don't want you to lose control. With that, she stands up from his lap, while Jungkook just chuckles softly. Well, I'll get back to work now. Jungkook just smiles and watches Yin leave the room without saying anything. Jungkook gets back to work, this time in a really good mood, knowing that from today onwards, his days at the office will be much more enjoyable.